The following video you're about to see was filmed on Wednesday down by the river at noon on the 24th of May. I am putting it up on the 25th of May, and I likely won't be online today. If I am, then I'm doing okay. But it is the anniversary of the passing of my father. So I appreciate it, each and every one of you. And thank you for watching the following show and giving me a day off. Peace. A porch pondering from the pretty porch. Except somebody stole my table and chair. So here I am. You saw the title, Empathy. Good or bad? That's today's porch pondering. Folks, this time, as usual, I'm trying to keep this so I don't have to set it to adult only. So, not partaking, but I'm on my way upstairs. Those who know. Now back to the show. What is empathy? First of all, some people maybe don't understand that empathy is not the same as sympathy. Sympathy is understanding a person's point of view in your own point of view. It's understanding. It has very little to do with feelings. It's looking at someone and saying, yeah, I'd be sad too. You know, empathy is climbing in their shoes. Empathy is feeling the pain that someone feels and almost falling in a hole in the ground. Empathy is feeling what they feel from their point of view and understanding too. So the difference is a lot more emotional. And empathy is a very good tool for helping communities thrive and people do well. However, like any tool, isn't the sky just gorgeous today? Like any tool, you don't use the same tool for every situation. You don't only use one tool through life, and you don't use only one tool in your dealings with other people. Empathy can be overpowering. Empathy can be crippling. Empathy can be really, really difficult, and sometimes not even needed. We don't always have to put ourselves in someone else's shoes. I'll give you a really good example. I follow a YouTuber, Deer Meat for Dinner. An older guy, probably a little younger than me though, with a 35 or 40-year-old beautiful wife. And they fish and they hunt, and he's got a pretty cool channel. But he had a stroke recently, actually 2 strokes. And I started watching the video of what really happened and his wife telling it. And I found my empathy meter way too high for the situation. That's the example I think is good to use, because I think we have done that societally. Now, first of all, let me finish, I realized, okay, first of all, I don't know this guy personally. I've never interacted. He lives in a different country, in a different place. So empathy isn't the right tool. So I look at, then why do I feel it from her point of view? Because it's easy to understand, wow, wife of a man who just went through a stroke, I can understand that. but why am I feeling it? And that's when I realized I need to talk about this, is sometimes we have to, when something makes us sad or angry, we have to look, is that empathy? Is someone else's emotions coming into our space? And is it appropriate? Sometimes for sure it is. Look at it, examine it, feel it. If it's right, embrace it, and utilize the information that you receive from those feelings and help your friend or wherever the source is. Usually, if you're feeling sadness or anger or something through someone else, they are the source and they are reaching out. It isn't meant to hurt you, but the fact that it's hurting you could be something to help them. But if it's hurting you, and in this type situation provides no benefit, then you got to put that tool away and pull out the understanding tool and realize, you know what? That person would feel that way. I would feel that way too. And let go of unneeded emotion. Now, I know quite a few of you, have you already typed the comment? Yeah, easier said than done, Gord. And yes, I agree. Easier said than done. Come with me as I walk through the bush here. But of course, easier said than done. But if we don't try to do something, we fail at everything that we don't try. We are nowhere if we don't try. Can't go that way because there's people. But I can come through here to where a beaver chopped down a tree. Anyways, no, the bush is too thick. We'll just go over by the river again while these people are in the way. I know it's easier said than done, but back to that thought. Easier said than done. If you know, then you can try. You may not be successful the first few times of saying, I don't need to feel what I'm feeling right now. I just need to be supportive. Or, wow, I need to feel this because it's going to justify their feelings, or however it may help. So understanding empathy in yourself. Do you have it? Do you have it a lot? Do you have too much of it? Do you use it too often? Is a tool to start thinking about, okay, what about empathy in society? Aren't we going too far? Aren't we doing too much to protect the feelings of very, very few? Most people in this world, and I've talked to left and right, it doesn't matter. They're pretty happy with life in general. They can't stand politics, but if you say to someone, no matter how their political leaning is, well, not no matter what, nothing is absolute. But if you ask someone how life is outside of politics, oh, I have a great life. I have good family. We've got good health. We've got good access to everything we need. We live well. It's a little bit expensive lately, but you know, so why are we expending such energy and such emotion, both positively and negatively, towards very, very small, minute portions of society? I know some of you are going to say, they're forgotten. No, they're not forgotten. They're all encompassed within our rights. The rights we have, every single person in your country has, if you're in Canada or the US or most of Europe. These under-protected, over-oppressed minorities, as they like to say it, are not such. Only the noisy ones are such. It's time for us to look and say, I'm not going to expend an empathetic energy towards a situation where if they just spoke up under current laws, current regulations, current life, they can do anything we can do. So empathy, is it good? It sure is. But sometimes it's overused. Peace and cheers. Love and harmony.